Actually, I remember Brian. Like everyone else. I remember playing frisbee outside with a short sleeve T-shirt on.
We had a Chinook.
I remember meeting Eddie the Eagle and the Jamaican bobsled team asked me for directions to the bus. I remember standing on top of a bar at Electric Avenue with my coat on, waving to the traffic and having the traffic stop and everyone wave back. Free drinks at every bar I went to. Calgary was a dream. It wasn't real. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic.
How much of it was Olympics and how much of it was just being at home in the West?
It was my first Olympics, and at the time, I just thought that all Olympics were like this. You know, you went to the Olympics, and especially when the couple years before the Olympics, I just thought that when you got to the Olympics, everything happened perfectly. I really did, because it's the Olympics. I mean, like I'd never seen the guy who did the splat on Wide World of Sports. And that's what Calgary was. Everything just about went perfect. Even figures in the short program, I skated clean after 7 guys skated clean before me. Um, and I just think that Calgary was literally, and I didn't know at the time, one of the highlights of my career, certainly my Olympic career.
The first time I ever heard about you was through Brian Polkar, who told me way back when you were a junior, watch this guy, he's amazing. I have a confession. I watched you and I said to Brian, now is there ever egg on my face because you have to be one of my most favorite skaters of all time.
I've been able to create a place on the ice that I'm comfortable, and in doing so, I've been able to make my audience comfortable, and I think that's one of the things that has made me successful. If you say I'm one of your favorite skaters, then I think that's probably why I enjoy the people, and I enjoy the potential of the next 10 seconds of this program, or how great this program would be, but how much better it would be if I could throw an axle into it, or I've just enjoyed it so much, and I think that it's contagious and it comes from me to you.
How did Michael handle you? Did he try to control you?
I think I was probably really fun to teach, but hard to steer.
Yeah, it's hard to get
And
focused.
he didn't try to control me too much. When I think back, he allowed me to be me, and then as I turned professional, I had to then really learn how to be professional, as the word states it. As an amateur, I knew how to peak in March. Skate Canada, I'd skate terrible. Divisionals was awful, and if there was only 300 people in the audience, then I couldn't do a thing. There had to be 18,000 people and lots of TV cameras before I could skate well. And now as a professional, I found a way to reproduce some magic a little bit here and there every night. And that, for me, I think is the farthest I've come.
How do you decide what it is you're going to do, what kind of program and what sort of music you're going to choose?
It's a good question. I don't actually. Usually I don't consider myself the best source of my next solo. Sandra Bezic, Louis Stong has picked some music, and his wife, of course, together. Casablanca was instigated by them, and Jeff Billings does great costumes. I've been really lenient with my image and have loaned it out to great people, and they've given me good work. Christopher Dean and Michael Siebert, and even Doug Ledre did a great program for me. I mean, I don't mind. I just toss it out there and get good stuff back.
It's interesting that you work with all of these other people and you never feel threatened about who you are or losing who you are.
If I look at somebody and that I respect, and they say I think you should skate to this, I mean, I get 1,000 ideas from everywhere you go. But if it's someone that I want to work with, and if they think I can do it, then I know I can.
Have you got a favorite all-time program?
Yeah, same as most everyone else's. Singing in the Rain is my all-time favorite. And a unique situation that happened only once with the rain machines and the beautiful sets and the ability to recreate, for me, which is one of my favorite moments in any movie, which was that movie. So for me, I mean, lots to choose from, but that's my favorite.
Your fans will be interested, so am I. What are your plans for the future? Any new TV specials?
Yeah, we might do one more TV special. I'm trying to. I'd like to incorporate my wife into working with me somehow. An incredible talent that's right beside me, and we just haven't got around to joining it somehow.
She's a dancer.
of course, sorry, my wife is the dancer with the National Ballet of Canada, and that would be something I would like to do. Another TV special, but I'm so busy with just, just enjoying my personal life and just my family and touring with Stars on Ice, and that right now is all I need to keep me happy.
What would you consider your biggest disappointment and your biggest thrill?
I should say that not getting a medal at the Olympics is my biggest disappointment, but I'm not sure that's it.
Would your life be any different if you had it?
Exactly. I mean, the Olympics, as Scott Hamilton says, it changes you to be a better person. It doesn't matter what happens. You come out of the Olympics, a more solid individual. So was that a bad thing? I wouldn't have my wife if I'd have won. I don't know what it was. My biggest disappointment.
And biggest thrill?
Biggest thrill, I suppose, carrying the flag at the Olympics was really one of my biggest thrills. Skating with Brian Orser in a duet in Edmonton at Stars on Ice after I was world champion was really a thrill for me.
I remember that number.
Yeah, it was, and I wore his costume too. It was pretty fun. It's not always the big win. Doing the quad was a huge thrill, but doing it 10 years later in Stars on Ice in the United States on the exact same day that I did it was maybe something that I respected better. I don't know. Lots of things to choose from.
Thank you. Real treat to have you with us today. Congratulations on your induction.
Dun, 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 dun. Thank you.